Is your basement costing you money? And welcome once again. Today is Friday, March 6th, 2020. My name is Noel Chevrier, also known as Handy Dan the Makita Man. Welcome to part 2 of Is Your Basement Costing You Money? I believe you'll find this video to be both informative and inspiring, in that it contains figures that will demonstrate the practicality of developing your basement into a rental suite. I'm using a median cost of $50,000, amortized over 5 different periods between 5 and 25 years, along with varied interest rates ranging from 5 to 12%. I will demonstrate to you that neither the overall cost of your upgrade nor the interest rate matter, even at 12% interest. Why? Because what matters is whether or not your monthly revenues exceed the expenditures. And they do. Yes, right from the onset, you can produce a positive cash flow from your investment. Folks, the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. So let's get right into the nuts and bolts of this thing and see how we can start putting money into your pocket. As I had mentioned, the examples I'm giving you are for a loan amount of $50,000 with varied rates of 5, 7.5, 9, and 12% amortized over 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25-year periods. These first 5 clips contain loan figures for $50,000 at 12%, which would be the worst case scenario. It only becomes more appealing from here as we go. As mentioned, I'm starting off with the worst case scenario of $50,000 at 12% over a 5-year period, showing a payment of $1,112. Now, assuming that you were to generate a $1,400 monthly revenue from your rental suite, you are still ahead by approximately $300 a month. Multiply that by 12 months, that's $3,600 a year in your pocket. And if you qualify for a 9% rate over the same period of 5 years, your monthly payment will reduce by almost $100 a month down to $1,038. At $1,400 of revenue, that's $362 a month in your pocket every month. At 7.5% over the 5-year period, your monthly payment is just slightly over $1,000. That gives you a monthly surplus of about $398. Over a 12-month period, that's just under $4,800 a year in your pocket. Now, this is the best case scenario, spaced over 5 years at $943 and change per month. That leaves you with a monthly surplus of around $456 over a period of a year. That's $5,472 surplus in your pocket. Now take a look at how the numbers start running more in your favor the longer you amortize the loan for. At 10 years, your monthly payment at 12% would be $717 and change. That gives you, at $1,400 a month revenue, $683 surplus per month. Over a period of a year, you're looking at just under $8,200 in the black per year. Now here we are at 9% over 10 years. The payment is now $633 and change. Once again, assuming a $1,400 a month rental revenue. That gives you a surplus of $767 per month. $9,204 per year. I would say that it's starting to make a whole lot of sense. Would you not? And it just keeps getting better and better. 7.5% over a period of 10 years. Your monthly payment now is just under $594 per month. Your monthly surplus would be $806, assuming you're renting your suite out for $1,400 a month. That gives you a yearly surplus of just under $9,700 a year. I mean, who cannot justify doing this? Here we are looking at a 10-year amortization at 5% should you qualify for that rate. Your monthly payment would be $530 and change. Based on a $1,400 monthly revenue from your suite, that equates to $870 surplus per month for a total of $10,440 per year in your pocket. Now let's take this one step further. Assuming you are putting in a 3-bedroom suite and you're able to get $1,600 a month for it. That's a profit of $1,070 per month for a grand total of $12,840 per year. Think about it. Do you recall how I mentioned that the overall cost of the renovation is irrelevant to this? And in fact, the overall interest rate is rather irrelevant as well. Because let's look at a 15-year amortization of $50,000, even at 12%. Your monthly payment is still only about $600 and change. That gives you a monthly profit at $800 for a total yearly profit of $9,600. So I ask you, how can this not make sense? I tell you, the numbers don't lie. Now, even if you have to pay a 9% rate, $50,000 spaced over 15 years gives you a monthly payment of $507. At $1,400 of revenue, you are still generating $893 a month of profit, of $10,716 a year in profit. Keep in mind as well that these charts are indicative of monthly payments. Now, if you were to go with a bi-weekly or semi-monthly program, your payments would still be a lot less than this again. All that means is that you'd be putting more money into your pocket each month. It just keeps making more and more sense to me. Here we are, $50,000, 7.5% over 15 years, and the monthly payment is under $464 a month. You know what? That gives you a surplus of $936 a month. Times 12, $11,232 per year in your pocket. Who cannot like that? Now I'm really starting to get excited for you folks. And this isn't the best yet, but looking at a 15-year term at 5%, your payment now is under $400 a month. Assuming once again a $1,400 monthly rental suite, that gives you $1,005 surplus per month for a total of $12,060 per year in the black in your wallet. And once again, I've got to point out the total cost of the renovation is irrelevant. The total cost of the interest is irrelevant. What's relevant is the fact of whether or not you can come out with a surplus each month. Now, still assuming you're renting your suite out for $1,400 a month, even at 12% over 20 years, your monthly payment is slightly over $550. That gives you a surplus of $850 per month, $10,200 a year. Tell me it's not worth doing. Now, I understand that when you rent out a basement suite, you run the risk of damage, and with that potential damage comes cost. But a person would have to do considerable amount of damage to not justify having a basement suite in their house, especially if you are living in the upstairs portion of the house. You can keep an eye on things very well. Anyhow, let's jump to 9% over 20 years. Your payment for a $50,000 loan would be around $450 a month. That gives you a surplus of $950 a month for a total of $11,400 over the process of a year. So let's fast forward 5 years. You're now looking at a total of $57,000. What might you do with that money anyhow? When I make reference to the overall cost of the renovation as being irrelevant and the interest rate being irrelevant, I don't mean to say that you should pay through the nose for things. That's not where I'm coming from. All I want to make clear is that in the grand scheme of things, if it's going to cost you $30,000 to get what you want, or $40,000 to get what you want, or $50,000 to get what you want. Why? Because it doesn't make much difference in the long run, because you're still coming out ahead of the game. So don't be chintzy with what you're going to do. Just get it done. At $50,000 over 20 years at a 7.5% rate, your monthly payment is just under $403 a month, which gives you $997 surplus per month, totaling $11,964 per year. Another point I would like to make is that you are also building equity in your home. How can that not be a good thing? Technically, at this rate, you could rent your suite out for $700 a month and still be ahead of the game. So if in the event a major recession hit and you had to reduce your rent cost in order to keep it rented, you have a lot of flexibility. Look at what a 20-year amortization at 5% does for you. It brings your payment down to $330 a month, netting you a surplus of $1,070 per month, $12,840 a year. The beauty of a HELOC is that you can pay that loan down by whatever amount you want on a regular basis. So at the end of a year, you could drop $10,000 on it, hence reducing your payment even that much more. Starting to make sense now? We're on the home stretch. This is the first of the 5 remaining charts I'll be showing you. 50,000, 12%, 25 years, monthly payment $526.61. This gives you a monthly surplus of $873 or $10,476 per year. Not too shabby, I would say. Something else you might want to check with your accountant on is this. If you are treating this as a business and you are declaring this income as income, keep in mind that you can also use the interest that you are paying on this loan as a legitimate write-off against your income taxes. So here we are, 25 years at 9%, monthly payment of about $420 a month, which gives you a $980 monthly surplus, totaling $11,760 per year. That's a lot of dough, folks. It's almost as though we are back in the 70s in regards to what the interest rates are today. Although they were even a little bit better then than they are now. But still, our rates are unbeatable. If all you qualify for is a 7.5% rate, if you can get this loan for 25 years, your payment is less than $370 a month. That generates you $1,030 surplus per month, $12,360 a year. Again, this is not too shabby either. Well, here we are. Under $300 a month to borrow $50,000 over 25 years if you are fortunate enough to qualify at around 5%. Your monthly surplus is $1,108, totaling $13,296 a year. Now I'm going to morph this into a situation whereby you live in an area that you can get as much as $2,200 a month for your rent. That gives you a surplus of $1,908 per month, $22,896 a year. A lot of people on this planet do not make that kind of money. So put an end to your basement costing you money and have it earn you some money for a change. That concludes part 2 of Is Your Basement Costing You Money? Feel free to share this video with others who might also be in the market to have their basements converted into suites for themselves. So thanks again for tuning in to part 2 of Is Your Basement Costing You Money? In the event you haven't watched it yet, the link to part 1 can be found in the comment box below this video. You'll also find the link to a recent video of mine containing footage of some of my past jobs, as well as the link to the online loan calculator that I used for this video. You can contact Handy Dan, the Makita man, by calling or texting 250-572-7624 or send me an email at handydancan101@gmail.com. And now for a final recap. Really, it doesn't matter what the overall cost of the renovation would be. It doesn't matter. What matters is this: will the revenue exceed the monthly payment? And if it does, by how much?